Watching news at Prime. All right, so let's get into that much vaunted conversation. If you've been watching since the hours that we came on air, we have been encouraging you to say tonight, if you are lucky, with a clear sky above you, you'll be able to witness a rare celestial event. It's called a total lunar eclipse. Now, this time, it is a long and drawn-out affair. The eclipse has started and the moon will be shaded from the rays of the sun by the earth. Someone who knows a little bit more about this rare event is Dr. Daniel Cunnama, and he speaks to us from Cape Town tonight. He is a science engagement astronomer. Dr. Cunnama, good evening to you. Thank you very much for your time. Before we go any further, let's start with a blood moon. What is that?
Good evening. Thank you for having me. And yes, it's a very exciting event. And I hope that everyone does get a chance to go outside this evening and have a look. So a blood moon just refers to the color of the moon tonight. So because of the lunar eclipse, the Earth has moved between the sun and the moon, and the Earth is blocking out the light of the moon. But because we have an atmosphere on Earth, the light is not blocked completely. Rather, the light is scattered through our atmosphere, same as a sunrise or a sunset. And the moon is receiving the combination of all the sunrises and sunsets of the Earth all at once, and painting it red.
Yeah. So round about this time, based on the research I'm looking at, we are told that the total eclipse would have begun, but by 8:11, that's 11 minutes past 8, people should be able to see a maximum eclipse. Just how wide is this going to be present? I'm told it's about at least 1 billion people that will be able to witness this.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's a very wide area that is, getting the shadow cast. So most of Africa, Asia, Europe, and as well as Australasia, China, can all see the lunar eclipse today. Unfortunately, the Americas not so much this time, but they do get other chances at other times. But very widespread event and a very long lunar eclipse. So for us in particular here in South Africa, the eclipse is going to last for over 1 hour and 20 minutes. And while the maximum is, as you say, at 11 minutes past 8, the totality, or the darkest part, has begun. It began a few minutes ago at 7:30, and will continue until 8:54. So we're in the phase now of total lunar eclipse. And if you go outside, you'll notice that the moon is very much dimmer than it usually is. And with a strong reddish hue.
We actually have that picture, and my team telling me that it is a live camera shot of the moon, and it does look somewhat reddish. And you've mentioned that it has started already. The understanding is that it is the longest total lunar eclipse since November of 2022, and it's going to last nearly 5 hours with 82 minutes of totality. Why is it the longest this time around?
So, I mean, it just depends on the precise alignment of the sun, earth, and moon. So, we don't get a lunar eclipse every time the moon orbits the earth. There is a slight tilt in how the Earth and moon and sun are orbiting each other. But when they align perfectly like this, we get a lunar eclipse, or obviously a solar eclipse if the moon comes in between the sun and the Earth. And then where that lands on the Earth and what time of day also affects how long the eclipse will last.
Yeah, and the significance about how to watch it. Some people will be wondering, should they be wearing any kind of equipment? Is it likely to damage your eyes if you just go outside and look at it with your naked eye?
Yeah, so it's a good point. So for a solar eclipse, absolutely never look at it with your naked eye. Never look at the sun with your naked eye. But for this, the lunar eclipse, it's perfectly safe to look at with your naked eye. So it's the same as looking at the moon on any other night. In fact, it's even dimmer. So you can even use binoculars or a small telescope if you have access to one, and you'll get a beautiful view of the moon.
I was about to ask that very question about binoculars or a telescope. Is that going to give you a much better view, almost a closer view of it?
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, a telescope, or even if you're lucky to have a very nice phone with some zoom or camera with some zoom, you can try and get a better view like that.
Okay. Finally, there is some symbolism that comes with this, or some people may say it has a particular resonance. In South Africa, the understanding is that the blood moon is sometimes called the poacher's moon, a haunting reminder of visibility and vulnerability. Are you aware of this? Do you know of any particular significance attached to this?
So there are many myths and legends around the lunar eclipse or the blood moon. Some of them are positive, some of them are negative. We have a wide diversity of culture and heritage in South Africa and in Africa. And these cultures would have formed their own stories and understandings of what these events meant. And then those have been passed on. And, it's a culturally significant event for us right now. Here we are, we're talking on national TV about this event. Like, this is our culture right now, and here we are talking about it. So yes, it's significant, it's culturally significant, and it's very exciting and a wonderful opportunity to engage the populace in some science and to get them outside and appreciate the heavens and the celestial events.
As we tested just before we had the conversation, you mentioned that there's a group of people where you are who are standing outside watching this as it happens. The last time we had this, as we said earlier, was on November 8th, 2022. When next are we likely to see something similar?
So there'll be another partial lunar eclipse on the 3rd of March next year. So they do happen fairly regularly. Obviously, as I said, different lengths and different totalities. But there is one coming up in the next 6 months. The one I'm very excited about is that South Africa will be witnessing a total solar eclipse in 2030. So I'm counting the days for that already.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much. Well, we'll be looking out for that 2030. Hope I'll still be around.